Hey guys, this is my second attempt with this video because it cut off. So I'm going to have to refilm it, so I do apologize if I forget anything this time. But I wanted to update you guys. It is my 6th week of pregnancy with baby number 5. And I know that my days could be so far off. Today is Monday, the 28th of August. Emmy is 4 months old today. But I think my days could be anywhere from Saturday to Thursday. So, but I wanted to let you guys know why I'm kind of having confusion on like when my due date could be. It all started basically like, I think it was Monday or Tuesday, so it was maybe a day or two after. I felt like extremely bad, not bad, but strong implantation cramping. Also like a mixture of period cramping. So I really thought it was just my period getting ready to start because it was due. So it was kind of weird for me because it lasted all day long, and I usually, if I've ever felt implantation cramping, which I know I felt with Leah and Emmy, I can't recall with Ava or Oliver, but it lasted all day long. With the other two, it was only like a 10-minute thing, and then it went away. So that was either Monday or Tuesday. I'm pretty certain it was Monday because I remember Daniel was at work. But the weird thing that happened was, because that was on my left side, and then the next morning I remember sitting on the couch and it happened again, and that time it only lasted for like 10 minutes and went away, and it was still on my left side. So I'm thinking that just meant the baby was burrowing deeper into my uterus. But then it was either Thursday or Friday, and we had taken the kids out to this jungle gym park thing that's local to us, and I was just sitting there, and all of a sudden I felt that same twinging on my right side. So I was kind of like confused and shocked by that, because it was like, why am I feeling on both sides if it was implantation? So that was another reason that I really just thought it was a whole week worth of period cramps leading up to my period, because I had that back in July. When I had my period in July, the beginning, I felt like period cramps for like 3 days before, 3 or 4 days before, which that usually has never been a thing for me. I've only ever felt them after starting my period. So I was thinking I was just going through the same thing. And so the fact that I was actually pregnant was still kind of a shock, even though I should have recognized that those definitely were implantation cramps. I don't recall, sorry, you'll find that I'm really out of breath today, but I don't recall whether or not I felt them with Oliver and Ava. Ava was my first, well, she wasn't my first pregnancy, but she was the first that implanted, because the first pregnancy was a chemical pregnancy, which means that the egg fertilized and everything, but it either did not attach fully enough to the uterine wall, or it didn't attach at all. So it was a chemical pregnancy. It just basically flushed itself out. I was able to get a positive pregnancy test for like 2 days, and then it basically was gone. So but yeah, so that is kind of like weird to me. But this is the other thing that's weird, is that anytime I am pregnant, which anyone that's pregnant, you get what's called a corpus luteum cyst, and that's the cyst, it's a cyst that forms with ovulation, and it stays on your ovary to provide the progesterone that you need for your pregnancy to survive until the placenta kicks in. And so that's usually up until like 9 weeks. And I always get big ones, because usually for anyone that does not have polycystic ovarian syndrome, it's generally like 5 centimeters or smaller, so it's usually not more than this big. But for me, with having PCOS, mine always get huge, and so they're always like 10 centimeters, which is about the size of my fist. So they get really, really big, and I feel them for at least 2 months straight. So that's been like my biggest symptom this week, is that I've been feeling the corpus luteum cyst. And the weird thing is that I have been feeling it on my left side and then on my right side. and like every other day. So it goes back and forth. So one day it'll be my left side hurts, and then my right side hurts, and then my left side hurts. So that's where I'm kind of like, okay, what's up with that? Because I felt the implantation twice in that week, and then I also have cyst pain, corpus luteum cyst pain on both sides. Now I have had cysts erupt before where the fluid has leaked out into my abdomen, so it was not like on my left side the cyst was, but the fluid had leaked all the way out to like my right side, and so I could feel it on both sides. But I think with the corpus luteum cyst, because they're just supposed to dissolve or be absorbed, and so I don't think they actually leak. So I don't know what to think of it. I really highly doubt that I would be having twins. But I just thought those were some very interesting different symptoms for me. So that's just the differences between this pregnancy and my other 4 or 5. So yeah, I don't really know what to think of it, but we'll find out, I guess, in a couple months. So I am kind of starting morning sickness. Like, I was sick. Thursday was my first day of really feeling sick, like in the evening, but I kind of felt like feverish too. And then Friday all day I felt really feverish. So I think I was actually kind of sick with maybe the flu, because I also had a cold too. So I don't know what was going on. Today I no longer am feverish, but I was really, really dizzy this morning. To the point where I couldn't stand or walk. I had to lay down because I couldn't handle even sitting up. So I laid down, and I think I really am just kind of getting dehydrated too. It's been really, really hot right now. So I'm trying to focus on drinking as much water as I can without feeling too sick. But the nausea is really, like, it was pretty extreme on Friday and Saturday. But today it was a little bit, and then it went away. Like, I think it's really just if I'm hungry. If I eat something real quick, then I feel fine. So that's kind of funny. So far that it's been pretty nice on me. I'm still crossing my fingers it'll stay that way, but I'm not expecting it because it's been bad with all my pregnancies. So, but yeah. And I'm still having to go to the bathroom a lot. That's still a big one. And I forgot to mention on my last vlog that my first pregnancy vlog, at like 4 weeks, I had mentioned that I had the Mirena waiting for me at my doctor's office before they canceled my insurance. And it was actually the Paragard that I had there, not the Mirena. The Paragard was the one that's made out of copper, and it causes you not to release an egg, basically. Or it irritates the lining of your uterus, so an egg can't implant into it. So that's what that one was. It's supposed to be a non-hormone, so I was kind of looking into it a lot, and because the reason I've never wanted birth control since I had it in 2009 was because of the hormones, and I get really, really bad and really, really sick. So I was kind of looking into that. I was kind of iffy on whether I liked the whole thought of the fact that you can fertilize an egg, but it just wouldn't implant. So it's basically like you're having a chemical pregnancy all over again every time. So I kind of felt like a little weird about that. But yeah, I just wanted to clear that up. That's I got a child crying now. She just fell. But anyway, that's what it was. So I do need to go because she falls and gets hurt really bad with her breath holding spells. If she's crying, so that's a good thing. Leah, are you okay, honey? They're all taking a shower, so, but anyway, yeah, that's really all that's been going on. Not too much excitement. I'm just hoping that the morning sickness will stay very minimal because of how busy I am these days. Are you okay, honey? Sweetie, mommy's in here. Uh-oh, were you on the sink? Looks like she was on the sink getting into the hand sanitizer. You're doing things you're not supposed to. Mommy tells you all the time. Every time she gets up there, she falls. So you know you're not supposed to be up there. Yeah, you hit your head. Okay. Alright, I do need to go ahead and go. I've still just been craving a lot of meat, basically. That's really Elliot. A lot of juice too. So anyway, you guys have a great day. Sorry for the loudness, but she's sad and hurt. So, but I'll pick up with you guys hopefully next week too. So have a great day, you guys. Bye.